Hey guys, we're coming to you with a deck profile for Krillin. It's me, Little Matt, or Raj, whichever one you call me. We haven't posted in a little bit because I had a lot of school, and we also were like practicing for this past regionals that just came up in Orlando. I tried to make a couple videos, but it didn't really turn out too well. So we have our results for our team. We played until the last round because a couple of X3s made it into top and also got, like, I think a lot of the X3s got their invites as well. So we were really close, but I had just lost the second to last round and made me not want to. I was just like, I want to see what would have happened, like, if I won, I guess, because I was going X4 and I won my last round, and I was like, okay, well, at least I didn't go like, you know, X5 or something. But I did pretty well. Like, all my matchups were meta, almost, not really. Two of them were Khalifa and actually a Soul Striker, so I guess it's kind of meta because I think one made it to top. Yeah. But it was a pretty good matchup. It was a pretty good game. I had a couple things main boarded that helped me through that matchup for Khalifa, because they literally just swarmed the board and I would have lost if I wasn't playing a certain card. But yeah, we'll get into deck profile. Like I said, I'm just going to go through the matchups. I got Khalifa, Soul Striker, Hirudegarn, Hercule, 2 androids, Announcer, and 6. There's 3 more. I think the other 3 were the irrelevant ones. Yeah. I'll talk about it if I remember it, but yeah. Well, in deck profile, I played Krillin. Krillin's a really cool leader that came in the new draft box. I didn't play test him like at all. Well, I played test the leader. I did not play test his deck that much before the tournament started. But I played test his leader. It's really good. It just sucks his awakening is kind of weak. But when you attack a leader card, you can choose a card in your life and then draw 1 card. Or choose a card in your life, take it, and then draw 1 card. So it's pretty good. It's just unfortunate that you have to attack the leader card, but it's like, it doesn't really matter. Your other side is what pretty much you can go after battle cards with if you really need to. He awakens by untapping 1 energy at 4 life, which kind of sucks, but his front gives you so many cards in your hand, it's like kind of justified to not being a drawing leader when it awakens. But it'd be so good if you just could draw 2, or if you could untap 1, or untap 2. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's whatever. The other side, Stormfist Krillin, what he does is his auto is when he attacks, you draw 1, and at the end of your turn, you draw another card. So you're drawing 2 every turn. So it's just, you're always plussing 1 every turn. Plussing 2, excuse me, every turn from this leader. But his activate main is what's going to make you +1, because you can choose a card in your hand and drop it, and it gains critical and 5k. But that negating that 1 card is so worth it, because if you're not going for a leader with this, like, usually the only time I went to a leader with this is when I was trying to do like a double strike crit. I was getting rid of battle cards, because 20k at like battle cards makes your opponent waste at least 1 card, like a 10k or a super combo, and that's something that they can't use later, which is really good. But yeah, most of the cards I was hitting were 15, by the way, if that math didn't come up correctly, but I was hitting for 20 at their battle cards, and at the end turn I drew a card, so it was just like whatever. I played a red-blue build, so just to get into it, I played the 4 intensifying power trunks, and of course I played the chain, so I played chain attack trunks, 4 of it. Played 4/4 just to see it a lot, because I played 4 of these. I also played 4 Zeno, but I split these up into colors, so we'll just do this for right now. There's 4 Gohans, and I also played 4 hits. A card that actually really came in clutch, like, a lot, was mainboarding this Topo. Like, every game except Hirudegarn was a game that I could play this card, and that I actually got value off of it, because its effect is that when you, I don't know if you guys don't know what its effect is, that when it attacks a card and you KO it, it restands, and it's an auto, not once per turn, it keeps going. So you can give this a sensu bean and it's swinging for 25, 25, 25. It's really good because it makes, if your opponent isn't going to stop it the first time, you've killed a card and now they are going to have to probably try to stop the second time because they don't want all their battle cards going away. So they kind of just wasted it at that point. So you go for the little things at first and then go for the big things. I played, the reason why I played this over the Champa, there's a stupid reason. But I played the Kai double strike card. I played 4 of it. And the reason why I played this over the Champa is because it's a 15k and it can come off chain attacks. A lot of the times when I was playtesting, like the 3 times I playtested before the tournament with this deck, I always had this in my hand and a chain attacks, and my only good play was to bring out the chain attack so I could swing at something in active mode. And I didn't want to waste the chain attacks, so I wanted to bring my Champa out. Because I believe, yeah, you combo it from anywhere, you get the double strike 10. So, you know, it came out. You could either swing with it and save the double strike for later, or it just felt like lackluster to not bring anything off of chain attacks when you're just trying to get rid of a card. Because one good thing about chain attacks is that you can attack active mode cards. For the tournament, I played 1 flute because it's a blue leader. It's really good. Then I played 3 the Freehan because this and flute is pretty good too. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Where's my? Oh, they're all the way back here. I don't know why. I played 4 of the trunks. I have my sensu beans right here. I don't know why these are all in the back. I played 4 of the unyielding spirit trunks. Blue leader. This card's amazing. It's almost as good as sensu bean. I played only 2 because I had room issues. There's a lot of cards that I could have taken out, but I really didn't want to because they're my main attackers. And I sideboarded sensu bean. I don't know if I'll show you my sideboard. It's kind of a weak sideboard, which is why I lost most of my game 2s. But yeah, I played 3 Zeno. This card is just so dumb. It's really good. Like people try to play against it. It's just really difficult because like with Cell, like what I had started figuring out was like I need to commit to my board a little bit more, because if they're not playing the Cell leader, which none of them I play the Cell leader, you can commit to your board so you don't have to, you know, be so devastated when you lose your hand. But Krillin also doesn't really care that much because he just builds it back up on his awakening side because you draw 2 every turn. 2 Mafuba. This card is just dumb. I won against Victory Strike with it. I also played the hit like 3 times in the same game to take out the yellow 5-drop. I don't remember what it's called, but I took that one out of his hand like 4 or 5 times. Yeah. I played 3 Whis' Coercion because I played 7 negates, and I didn't really want to put another coercion in there. I sided the 4th one just to make sure if I made a mistake by not playing 4, I could slide it in if I needed it. Never really needed to do that. The sensu bean needed to stay. That I decided another sensu bean that should have stayed in the main board. I played 4 Piccolo boosted attack Piccolos. Then this Kai is really good. She's so good for blue leaders. What she does, she overwhelms for 3. You draw a card and your leader gets 5k. Pretty good in the late game. I played this just so I could get rid of like swarm decks that are a problem. Because yeah, announcer, like, yeah, they're all 1-drops, which is why I won my first game against announcer. Yeah, this fiend right here. This guy's a literal like
fiend.
Yeah, like I just don't even want to talk about it. That game was so scary. I got both of my Mass Saiyans, which helped me a lot to clear his board. Mafuba was also a really good card against that matchup. And then every game, I don't think it was every game, but it was majority of my games. I ended it by playing a Mira. Mira Champa is really good. It's just this thing becomes such a beast by itself. It's just like you warp everything in your warp to bring it out, and it gets 5k when it attacks, and it can't be like bloodlusted or anything. I played against 1 Frieza leader, which I think actually was the Victory Strike, so it didn't matter. But I played that, and I think majority of my games I won by just double strike Mira, because they don't see it coming. Like, Mirror is such a popular card right now, but like, they just don't see it because lots of times I'll just have 4 mana untapped and then I'll swing with all these bodies that I have on board, and they're just saving their cards for whatever I'm going to use those 4 mana for, and then you just drop this guy and they're just like, oh, well, I guess I lose, because most of the negates went to the guys before. But that's what I found to be the case in my rounds. There were a lot of tough matchups. Most of the tough matchups I lost, but I had a lot of fun, like, with everybody. It was a really good tournament. Well, I can get into the side deck a little bit, I guess. It was kind of weak, like I said, but I'll get into it for you guys. Let me take it out here. Like I said, I played 1 Wii Scourgeon. It was just to make sure if I messed up by not playing it, I at least had it on the side. I played 2 of the Awe-Inspiring Vegetos. This wasn't really necessary at all because I never got to the point where I could play it and then protect it. Like, my hand was like so many negates in my hand, and I needed a mana. So at 4, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna play this at 4. Swing, it's gonna be in rest, and now I'm gonna need to protect it, or they're just gonna swing once into it and kill it, which was just really annoying for me. But that's why I sided it, just in case, again, if I messed up, it's there. I played 1 Senzu Bean for the Hrudegar matchup. It almost had me won the first game, these 2 that I had main boarded, which I'm really happy about. And I saw all 3 during the second game, but he just kind of just like rolled over. It It was like ridiculous. I played 2 Courageous Heart Yajirobe, because revenge blockers are good, and Victory Strike I thought was going to be like a really big problem. It really wasn't. Like, I think most of the players that I played against too, there was another team that we